He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building. Tenuji Yugo. I call him Mr. Braun. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes. I mean, I did punch it once, but I barely managed to set the heavy TV on the counter. A muscle-bound, bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine. I'll need repairs post-haste. Oh, I got a mail! From Mayuri. Don't sell it. Upa is super popular, you know? Even more popular than the hero. Kakeru-kun? They're so cute, I want to collect them all. It's like how you used to collect black fingerless gloves, remember? No, I don't. Black fingerless gloves. I have no idea who that is, I don't watch bad anime. Haha! Open the attachment. Oh, look at the Upa! Oh, not cute. Anyway, just kinda got me fun opening this guy's face. Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're all functional according to Mr. Braun. He's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There are even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market. The crowd in Akibeth are thin quickly at night. All the major electronics stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It is a picture of a young girl, shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert, but the girl is actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only for his love of CRTs. Or was it the other way around? I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? Nay or Nai? That's it, Nay. I'm just gonna call her Nay. A rare name that means to bread. She pops up at the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. And by we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one Nay gets along with. Nay always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I'd be surprised if this place were actually making any money. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer.
おのれ自分の間近のオンボロを押し付けておいてその言い草とは。
うるせえな。だったら人ってやってもいいんだぞ。家電リサイクル法で回収費ももらうけどな。
横暴だぞ。人類史の未来を変えるやもしれぬ男からたかろうとは。
ああ、それ誰のことだ。
俺のことに決まっているでしょ。
Oh my.
歯磨いて寝ろよガキ。そもそも2階をただ同然で貸してやってるこの俺にそういうこと言うとはいい度胸だな。
修理代は弾むよミスターブラウン。
His tone changed entirely. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then I hear the door open. I look up to see that a girl has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. Whoa. Suddenly, time stops. The world? The power to stop oh. Oh, that's great. I didn't even read the rest. Yeah, Zawardo. Brilliant. The power to stop time, one of those supernatural abilities called Steins, that appear in the popular manga, Juju's Bizarre Adventures. Those with the ability to use stands are called stand users. Oh my god, I love the references. It feels like someone activated the world. There we go. Zawardo! Girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously. Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or dare I say, his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat. And just like that, time starts moving again.
ああ、バイトの面接したいとこな。俺が店長の天王寺だ。
バイトの面接だと？こんな若い女性が？この新規臭くておしゃれ感ゼロで繁盛もしておらずうるさいおっさんが店長のブラウン管工房にバイト希望だというのか？
おめえ、来月から2階の家賃1000円増しな。
俺は事実を言ったまでですよ。もっとも部外者が口を出す問題ではないが、しかしブラウン管工房がバイトを募集していたとはな。この暇さではその必要性を全く感じないのだが。
ああ、それは私が電話で無理って頼んだんです。
Oh. The girl looks a little embarrassed.
最初は断られたんだけどさ、店長さんにどうしてもお願いしますって。
That's honestly surprising.
今時珍しい若者がいたもんだよな。ま、そこの椅子に座んな、お嬢ちゃん。
失礼します。
Looks like they're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic.
で、名前は何だって？
天音鈴葉です。
年は
18。
Same as me.
学生？
うん。
She shakes her head.
なんでうちで働きたいんだ？
ブラウン管が好きだから。
採用。明日から来い。
Wow.
それでいいのか？というかこれはコントか？もしかして仕込みか？
ありがとう、店長さん。
Finally, Amanu Suzuha seems to relax. Then she looks at me.
ところでさ、君は誰？
俺のな。
Oh my god.
聞きたいというのか？いや、やめておけ。それを知ることでお前にも最悪が降りかかるかもしれん。これまでも多くの人が
Oh my god.
俺の名を知ったことで機関に狙われた。アメリカのサラ、イタリアのクラウディア、フランスのシモン。これ以上 誰かを危険な目に遭わせるわけには。
おい、アホな妄想してんじゃねえよ。
He just doesn't understand my pain.
このバカ男は2階に間借りしてる岡部倫太郎ってんだ。
岡部ではない。俺は法院。
うるせえ。家賃さらに1000円上乗せするぞ。
Oh wow.
岡部倫太郎だ。
Oh dear. The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression.
君を狙ってるその期間ってのが何なのかは分かんないけど、もし困ってんなら私に相談して。岡部倫太郎、そういうの慣れてるからさ。
Oh, that's nice.
は？
Stuff like what?
場合によっては手段を選ばず痛めつけてやることも可能だし。
Oh.
Mr. Brown。
Ew.
彼女は採用しない方がいいと思う。
Ew, God, that sounded gross.
Mr. Brown。
Wait, isn't his name Brown? Yeah, Braun's better. It makes more sense too, because he's jacked.
ああ、物騒だな。騒ぎ起こしたらクビにするからな。そもそもその期間なんたらは岡部の創作だから本気にすんな。
See, this is what I mean by the format. It's. It, apostrophe, S, second line. Bullshit.
そう
I just hate it so much.
せいぜいそう思ってるがいいさ。
Especially when they could have just made the lines longer or wider. Because they start kind of like a quarter of the way in. Maybe not a quarter. An eighth of the way into the screen. Oh well. Someday the world will kneel before me. And then Amane Suzuha stares straight at me again. God, my internet is shit today. My god. Constantly dropping frames. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye.
そういうのが流行ってんだ。勉強になったよ。
Yeah, sure. Trend? I don't think so. Bip-bididoo, bip-bididoo.
暑い。
I got no mail. You have no mail. Lukaku. So, are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samadare. Okay. Wait, so what's different with these? Reply. Wasn't bad, just a little clumsy. You're a servant of the gods. You need to project dignity and confidence. Work on it. Oh, I guess that's my response then. Oh well. I wasn't meaning to say that. Yeah, I can't reply with anything else. I kinda wish you could see what you would say. But never mind. Alright, cool. So hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab a nice coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check @channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makita Karusu's stabbing, but turn up nothing. So, were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? John Titor appeared on American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveller. He claimed to have travelled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claims started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. Okay, so the IBM, an American computer company. Not only do they develop and sell hardware and software, they also offer services and consultation to enterprises. In recent years, they have made the latter their main focus. IBM invented floppy disks and hard disk drives. Tita also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. Okay, another name for bovine spongiform encephalopathy? I think I got it. BSE, commonly known as mad cow disease. Okay, but only used in the case of human infection. Earlier symptoms include memory loss, abnormal movements, personality changes, dementia, and muscle stiffness. In severe cases, the patient may waste away for 1 to 2 years before dying of respiratory paralysis or other complications. Oh, I didn't actually look at the other one, did I? If there was any other pages. Okay, that one. Cool! To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveller. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Tita is now on a Japanese BBS. Trolling! Oh my god. Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. On the internet, post controversial opinions or false information for the purpose of provoking a reaction. Basically. First of all, John Tita is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts. CERN. A French acronym for Society... Society... I have no idea. Oh, there, Nuclear Research. European Society for Nuclear Research, the world's largest elementary particle physics laboratory, located on the Franco-Swiss border near Geneva. Has a bank, a library, a post office, and a dorm on the premises. Scientists from around the world gather at CERN to research particle physics. Wait, so... Name John Tita. I don't believe you expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Time traveler, lol, John Tita, lol. More details on the time machine. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? Trying to figure out why the fuck OBS has decided to shit the bed. But whatever. Dystopia, the opposite of a utopia. For example, a completely regulated society in which most people are denied privacy and freedom. So CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Why did you come to this time? Was the Akiba satellite crash you're doing? Wait guys, Tita-san doesn't understand @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code, asshole. Sheesh. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you will lose it all in just 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. QED. What's a dystopia? How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Who asked you to change the future? You trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I for one welcome our new CERN overlords. My time machine is a prototype reverse-engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anyone who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? OP is a troll. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveller will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit, am I right? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have a self? Can you have self-cest? You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox that has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.57104% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line when my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveller, then fucking prove it. Post Time Machine Pics or GTFO. The Many Worlds interpretation. Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world. Lol, what? Oh my god. I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only passing these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Late reply, a trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hash password after your name. Lol, backpedaling. Holy fuck. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.00002%. If that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor. That's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on @channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveller as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has ever even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English, and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I enter John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's posting on @channel. I can't find a single trace of Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. Oh my god, I've surpassed 6,000 drop frames. That equals 1,000? No, not 1,000 seconds. 100. 200 seconds. 3 minutes. It's not really that bad. I don't know what the fuck's happened. My internet's fine. I keep checking by just going to Google, because if my internet was fucked, Google wouldn't load. So I really don't have a clue. What is this madness? It's really annoying though, I can say that. Feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation. But I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I sent him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen, he means that May Queen... Oh, Nyan, a maid cafe. So, maid cafe. A type of cafe where the waitresses wear maid uniforms, usually in French maid style. They usually call their customers master. Patrons can talk to the waitresses and play games with them, but ultimately maid cafes are restaurants, not bordellos. Daru's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. Yes, of course. May Queen plus Nyan is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramebashi Dori, take a left at... God damn it. Suma Koisaka crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radican incident. Holy shit, 7,000 drop frames. This is really annoying me. It's just bugging me because I don't know what the fuck the issue is. I'm very tempted to just disconnect my internet and then try again. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. And back to red. But the Radican building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape. I'm just gonna disconnect. If my internet... oh, my stream disconnects, then so be it. And it's back, I think. Whether or not my internet's actually fine, who knows? So, but the Radican building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。警察による規制は解除され、駅前にはものすごい数の人が集まっています。墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も調査中とのことで、詳しいことがわかるまで撤去ができない状態です。警察の発表によりますと、爆発などの危険は今のところないということですが、秋葉原を訪れた買い物客や地元商店街の関係者からは不安の声が上がっています。
The media has dozens of cameras set up outside of the police line, and there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Doujinshi, I'm pretty sure, is basically porn. Yeah, pretty much. Fan-created adventure manga, which are often but not always adult in nature. These are sold at special doujinshi events, the biggest of which is the twice-annual Comic Giga Market, known by fans as Komimar. Aside from the scene at Radican, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the Master's appearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. And they still do it these days. With that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. And there in front of me stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrians. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene, and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organisation is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out. Ew! Wait! He actually spoke in English. Lady! She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native-level English? She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. Blink. She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone.
機関の人間か。
If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures.
違うのか。違うとしても問題がありますよ。俺の写真を持っていると機関に知られれば、あなたにも奴らの魔の手が伸びるかもしれない。とにかく今撮った俺の写真を即刻削除してほしい。
Is she even listening?
謝る。
Lady ignoring me. Her name changed. Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something.
不快にさせたなら
Her name keeps changing. So it was Lady who ignored me, Lady who apologized out of nowhere. What's it gonna change to next? She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell.
謝るより先に写真を削除してほしいわ。
Pardon me.
風景撮ってた。
So it's gone back to being Lady ignoring me. Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern.
風景を撮っていた？観光客？
Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
証明自分が今日どこを歩いたか。
Lady ignoring me and apparently sightseeing in Akihabara.
変なやつだな。
桐生萌か。
So a strange lady apparently sightseeing in Akihabara.
名前
So Mocha. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just want her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことがある。いい？
Sure.
それより写真を。
都市伝説秋葉原の知らない？
An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. There's a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld. Oh my god.
俺はこの街に長く居すぎたのかもしれん。だがそろそろ潮時か。